Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Koholoim La Yahweh Shai, H.I.M Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Jachanan Awaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Just wanted to touch on this U.S. House passes that TikTok ban. So, hey, this is about to touch on some niggas' money. It's definitely about to touch on these dumbass niggas' videos. All this silly shit niggas putting out. And it's definitely about to cut into these religious channels that's on here, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, treating the Bible as if the Lord is just some knucklehead or something. Because it's a gang of them. They on here right now live. You can go on TikTok right now live. And you can scroll through nothing but lives of Moab trying to teach the Bible. Ammon trying to teach the Bible. Some hood nigga trying to teach the Bible. You got Pastor Pork Chop trying to teach the Bible. So-called black women trying to teach the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So it's, and when I say they going all the way off. And people on there, you can see them you know, you can see them in their chats. That these people are really following in behind these weirdos. So the Lord is about to, you know, pretty much, he's about to cut into all this social media shit anyway. See, America trying to force China or this Chinese company to sell their product to them, or otherwise it's not going to be sold in the Americas. So say, for instance, China do some shit like that, you know, as far as like what a lot of these American companies depend upon. Like, oh, no, we ain't dealing with y'all Americans on this particular tip because, you know, your companies are going to be collecting the Chinese people's data and whatever. You know, but this is Esau, man. And the main reason really Esau don't, you know, they want control of that particular platform is because they don't have control. They don't have control over it. That's why they want control over it. It's different than these American ones where they can say, oh, well, you know, we're sensitive to that information, and that's disinformation, and that's misinformation, and you can't say this, and you can't say that. You're offending people. You can't say this. Oh, you gave true news. Oh, well, that offended that person over there, so we have to. So they don't have no control over TikTok like that, and that's what's going on. But hey, it's gonna shut down a lot of businesses, legit businesses. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that's got legit businesses on TikTok, or, you know, they, you know, sell product, or they sell their services, you know, or they show off their, you know, say for instance, you do nails, or a chick do nails, she can show her work off on TikTok. She can show her hair work on TikTok. A guy can show his mechanic skills on TikTok. You know, it's that shit is, man, look, TikTok is beyond any of these other channels, man. I think it's the top social media app probably in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty much thinking, yeah, I think more people, you know, and you got X. People not really dealing with no X like that. Hey, what's going on with it now? Yeah, chilling, man. What's good? And people ain't dealing with X like that since you know, Elon Musk bought it and, you know, changed it from Twitter to X. They own there. But it's not like TikTok is just a machine in its own. Facebook, it's got nothing on. They don't, you know, they done had Zuckerberg before Congress so many times. He can't really do nothing, you know. When it started off raw, see, that's what makes TikTok roll the way that it rolls, because you know, where they kind of softened it too, but it was raw. Like how Facebook, when it first started out, it was raw. YouTube, all those platforms was raw. Now Congress has gotten in charge, you know what I'm saying? And they basically like, oh, well, we don't want you saying those particular things. The children, you know, are watching, and you know, their mental health is being destroyed, and they talking all this shit. But the mental health of America been down the tubes before, way before these social media platforms. It's just that now you able to see it because of social media. That's what's going on. That's pretty much what you're seeing. America been falling. Niggas been crazy. White people been crazy. The Moabites in America been crazy. The Ammonites in America been crazy. Any of these nations that's in America, they been going off crazy as shit. It's just that now you got these social media platforms where you can actually see it live playing in action. And Esau has no control. But the main thing, though, is these scriptures. The brothers going in on the highways and byways. And all that information that's coming out that's casting a foul light on Esau Edom, the so-called white man. TikTok is saturated with videos of white people being talked down upon for all the atrocities that they've committed throughout the earth. And that's pretty much overall the reason why we need to get a hold of that. Niggas on there teaching the Bible. Oh, we don't care about them Christians, but these Hebrew Israelites, they on there too? We got to do something about it. Anyway, I'm going to play this right here. This is a news channel, KTLA 5. And there's plenty of these videos. I just wanted to get a little info as far as the news topic or the lesson topic to show you what they're pretty much kind of overall talking about. What's good with you, bro? What's the deal, man? It said, do I eat strawberries? Okay, Salakia, yeah, neighbor come bearing gifts. I'm like, okay, all right, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna play this video though. This is you know, again, I'm not getting any monetary value off of it. I'm just playing it for the sake of the educational purposes of it. But let's get it.
Now to breaking news in our nation's capital. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a bill that would ban TikTok in the U.S. unless its Chinese parent company sells the social media platform. KTLA's Trevor Shirley, live in Washington.
Like, how you gonna make somebody sell they shit to you? You gonna either sell it to me or you can't even, you know, that shit is retarded, bro. When you really think about that, but that lets you know, let me get this real quick. Every time I see stuff like that, it's these scriptures that comes to mind right here. And this is why we bring out Job 9:24. This is the so-called white man right here. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not wherein, who is he? Only the so-called white man has the power to say, hey, you're going to sell me your shit or I'm gonna shut you down. You're not operating over here unless you sell me your shit. These motherfuckers is like dope dealers, man. These goddamn crackers is like dope dealers on the block, man. You know? Like, well, you know, yeah, you know, I know you just selling weed with shit, you know, and I'm selling this. But nah, hey, you gonna sell weed? No. I'm gonna need 99% of that cut if you're gonna sell anywhere. And if I catch you on the other side of town, or if I catch your ass in another state, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but this is Esau Edom, man. He's the ultimate gangster. He's running the earth. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who has the power? You know how big TikTok is, man? And I'm telling you, man, TikTok is killing these American social media apps, man. There's more people on TikTok. It's got to be the top app. Salaki, I had to pause again. My neighbor, he coming from down the street with more groceries, man. You know, but hey, that's all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. He's just bringing groceries. He's like, oh, you eat this, you eat that. I'm like, oh, I don't know where you're getting it from, but he worked somewhere at a warehouse or something like that, though, I think. But anyway, let's go into it again. But hey, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Esau is the one that's out here that's in control of all this shit, man. Okay, Salakia, dang, bro just came with some more groceries. He just lowered me down. But hey, yeah, let's get on into it, though. But you can clearly see that this man is in control if he's able to take this company to their Congress, right? Because they've had a couple of chats, you know what I'm saying? They done had this guy before Congress talking about, they telling you, hey, look, we're not collecting no data. We're not doing this. They ain't doing no more than any other app that you would go on here and download. You can go to the App Store right now on your phone, whether it's an Android or whether it's Apple, they're going to ask you the same information. They want access to your photos, access to your, you know, all the same shit that these American companies are asking for. But why do they want them to stop the TikTok thing? Because they can't control, they don't have that say. And they've cut into TikTok, though. TikTok has kind of, they not as raw as they used to be. They definitely done bowed. But they like, well, goddamn, we done bowed to you. You want to take the company? Okay, but let's get some more.
Washington, the latest for us. Trevor, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you as well. This vote just coming down in the House within the past hour or so. It was an overwhelmingly bipartisan vote. The final vote count coming in at 352 to 65. And because there was so much buy-in from both sides of the aisle, it could certainly influence how the Senate votes whenever this bill gets over to that side of Congress. The legislation comes amid growing concern over the Chinese government's ability to access data collected by TikTok.
This is a serious issue. We didn't come to it lightly.
Last week, a House committee unanimously passed the legislation that could potentially ban the social media app here in the U.S.
Algorithms, tracking people. It's dangerous for our young people, and we got to find a way to rein it in.
As it stands, the bill would force the Chinese company ByteDance to sell its ownership of TikTok or face a U.S. ban.
What we're dealing with here is very specific concerns about the structure of this company and its relationship with the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party.
The FBI and the FCC warned ByteDance could share TikTok user data with the Chinese Communist Party, something TikTok denies. But some lawmakers worry a ban could limit the rights of Americans.
Some of us are concerned that there are First Amendment implications here. Americans have the right to view information.
Supporters argue that's not the case.
Our bill is not an act of censorship. It is a safeguard for our citizens, a firewall against foreign adversary-controlled applications.
Others say Congress needs...
And of course, let me just grab another quick scripture. Let me get this real quick. 2 Corinthians 2:11. And it says, for lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, we're not ignorant of the fact that Esau trying to shut down probably the realest news or the realest information that you can get is from TikTok. Even though they have kind of bowed down to America somewhat, but they're still more realer, you know what I'm saying, than they're not coming at you like, oh, misinformation. If you got a live on there, you got the same opportunities to have a moderator and saying, hey, he's acting up on my channel, shut his ass down, that type of stuff right there, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But overall, they're not on he said this and that's disinformation. We're going to take your video down. We're going to give you a strike, and you're not going to be able to post this, and this for a week. And then if you do it again, you're going to get a second strike. And then if you do it again, within this particular, 90 days or so, we're going to have to take down your total. No, they're not into that. They're not doing any of that. Or at least from what I've noticed, they haven't been doing any of that. I'm sure they got their community guidelines, but it's not what it is like YouTube. And them shorts, them little shorts, because it's only like 30 seconds. It don't take that long. Look, 30 seconds is your average commercial in America as far as a Super Bowl. You see? And 30 seconds go a long ways, man. You can put a lot of information into a 30-second clip. If you got the skills to do so, you got your hey, it's hard to contain something like that. And it's so many of them. America this, America that, white people this, white people that. They've done this, they done that, they done this in slavery, they done that in slavery, they done this, they colonized these people over here, they colonized these people over here. Why are white people everywhere? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why are they, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't have any control. They don't have no control over what's going on with this information. They can't control that shit. It's moving too fast. There's too much shit popping up at one time. So basically, what they would do, even if they bought it, what you think they're gonna do if America bought that app? They're gonna shut that bitch. They're gonna clip all into that bitch talking about misinformation. They don't have that control right now. What did YouTube do for the past 3-4 years? What did they do? Misinformation this, disinformation that. We're going to, you've gotten a strike. They're sending you those emails. You know how many emails I've got? Matter of fact, they've been sending emails as of late. Well, we're not going to give you a strike. But this goes against, they've been shutting down certain aspects of your channel unless you send in certain information. We want your name. If you want to go any further, we're going to need this. We're going to need that. And we're going to need this. And they're not getting that information like that because people just ignoring that shit. You see what I'm saying? They're ignoring that shit when it comes to YouTube and all these. They're like, oh, fuck that, man. I'll just go on my TikTok. And you can go live on TikTok. uncensored. Still have a moderator. Say what you want to say. And nobody's coming up. You can cut out anybody that you want to cut out at any point in the game. So, you know, it is what it is. And Esau, they don't have control of it, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11 again. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant of the fact that this motherfucker just want to take over that shit so he can stop all this information that's blowing through and basically fucking up his birthday party, so to speak. Because people are really, I'm telling you, it's a lot of information on there that's coming out with Esau being exposed. That 2 Thessalonians 2, let's get that real quick. That son of perdition and that man of sin being revealed. 2 Thessalonians 2:3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See? That man of sin, that son of perdition is being revealed. And Salakia, man, that damn noise, goddamn neighbors across the street. These two grown-ass chicks, too. They like 18, 19. Now, mind you, now that's a spirit because they were just out here just recording a damn TikTok dance together. Now they arguing. One of them pregnant. Which I don't even know how they even related. They just neighbors across the street. Two young chicks. They were just out here earlier doing TikTok videos. I peeped them. They doing the TikTok challenge. I peeped them. See what I'm saying? Anyway. So the point is right here with verse 3 again. It says that man of sin be revealed. The son of perdition. And that's what's going on. That TikTok is one of those channels where the Lord is actually really exposing this man. He can't get around it. And it's time for him to be exposed. It's time for him to be exposed. Esau can't shake the exposure right now. You know, where it talks about the shameful spewing. Oh, that's Habakkuk 2:16. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. And that's what's going on with these niggas. The so-called white man, he's being exposed. Your foreskin, if you understand, I mean, it's a metaphor, but if you understand a foreskin, that's you being uncircumcised and you pulling your skin back to, which is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's an exposure. Like, you know, yep, we gonna see the head, nigga. We gonna peep all the nastiness that's under you. Cause when motherfuckers is uncircumcised, it's a lot of that. You know, it contains a lot of filth under that lid, that hood, man. But it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And that's what you're witnessing, that shameful spewing on their glory. And that's what TikTok does to them. People popping up. Scroll through TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, scroll. Most of the stuff that you see on YouTube is TikTok shorts. It's people that's kind of like screenshotting, or they're basically like, you know, using, you're basically, they're screenshotting shit from TikTok, and it's landing on YouTube and Facebook and saturating all these different sites. That's what they don't like about it. Nobody is taking those screenshots of YouTube and posting them to TikTok, or taking screenshots of Facebook like that and posting them on TikTok. No, you can go on TikTok and you can take that whole 30 seconds and that whole 30-second hookup that they got on TikTok, that bitch will be a short on YouTube and a garner millions of views within that short of YouTube. So they don't have no control over it. And this is what the Americans are afraid of. And they do have a these hoes over here arguing like a mother. What, you about to fight the pregnant girl? Y'all was just out here TikToking and doing shaking your ass and out here in public. Come on, bro. Like, goddamn, I'm trying to do a damn video. Damn, lost my little hook. But anyway, hey, TikTok is smashing Esau. And hey, who knows? China might be getting. I'm sure they're getting data. They're getting data on how silly you motherfuckers are. They're getting data on how stupid your kids are. Them Chinese kids over there on TikTok, they learning math, trigonometry, science. They all in the skies learning the galaxies. Here you go, your kids over here, you know, just looking doofy as hell playing fucking Fortnite. Grown ass people, you know what I'm saying, on this motherfucker, you know, doing a gender reveal or something, blowing up the house and shit with some fireworks or something. Just over here, it's just they're not making. It's nothing that's positive about it as far as these Americans, and they're right. The so-called white man, he's being exposed. Them dumbass kids of his being exposed, and we ain't gonna talk about Jake. You Jake, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you most definitely need to get the fuck up off of there. But you can go, like I said, I don't have TikTok on this phone, but if on my other phone, you can go through there right now. Right now is the time period where motherfuckers is popping up and all the Christians are live. They even got Satanists on there live. As a matter of fact, you know the crazy part about it, the Satanists on there, they know the scriptures better than the actual Christians. Cutting them Christians up on there, on their platforms. Motherfuckers got candles and shit burning in the background with the motherfucking pentagram and all kinds of other shit. And they cutting Christians up on their platform because they know the scriptures better than these average Christians, man. They giving you the rundown on America and the bullshit that, look, I'm telling you, this is what's going on. This is why they're not feeling this TikTok, man. And they got to get rid of it. And it's not only TikTok, because they coming for all those social media channels. All this shit. And this is why we go up into the famine of the word. Let's get that real quick. Let's see. They been over there happy all goddamn day doing TikTok videos, and now they scrapping. And she pregnant as hell. And I'm just looking at her like, damn, when did you become pregnant? You know, communicate with the neighbors and shit like that. Except for my neighbors, don't, you know, the guy that just brought me, I've been knowing them since we go way, way back. These new neighbors, you know, when the new neighbors move on the block, you just like up. They don't cut the grass. They don't clean up. You know, shit all out in the yard. They don't give a fuck about nothing. You know, them new neighbors, you just kind of just you know, if they speak, you say hi and you just keep it moving. Niggas all over, all kinds of night music banging, playing. You know, they don't give a fuck, you know. You live right across the street from the block club leader and don't clean up nothing. Anyway, Amos 8:11. Behold, the day is come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh by H.I.M. Yahushai. And that's what's coming. That is what's coming. That famine of the word. People not going to be able to get, you're not going to be able to hear. They coming for all these social media networks. It's not just TikTok. But I find it amazing that you going to try and buy them. If they don't sell, they can't do business with you. But you got all these places. You got all these, all the American companies deal with, hell, it wouldn't be shit sold, no Walmarts or Target or any of these other places here in America if it weren't for China. Because everything on the back of it says made in China. So what does China say? Hey, well, you know what? Fuck y'all too. But China, you know, they know what's popping. They get their money over here. They know, and pretty much overall, yeah, they trying to make it seem like they don't have anything to do with this company, but they do. And it is what it is, man. I'm not tripping on it. All I'm looking for is the scriptures and the prophecies to come to pass like how the Lord said they would. That famine of the word, which is one of the main ways this is going to come, is through social media. That social media, that's the main way that it's going out. Even these average churches right now, all those churches that actually survived and made it through COVID-19, they set up online. Even those old pastors, they had some young people in there like, oh, well, we can connect to YouTube and we can go live on here, you know, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck, whatever they're using. And that kind of saved a few of these older churches. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, of course, you know, your Joel Osteens, your Creflo Dollars and your TD Snakes and all these different places like that. They online. So when everything hits the fans and shit gets shut down, it's not going to just be the Hebrew Israelites that's going to get this cut. It's going to be all these Christian channels, and you know, all these Christian churches that's going to get cut. And it's just going to go right back to regular old street shit. If your church is going to be filled up, it's going to be people that's coming and looking for answers. And these pastors are not going to have the answers. That's when you're going to see people actually driving up and pulling up to a church again. Which they're not going to get no answers from these churches. But a lot of these people, you know, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they know that they are Hebrew Israelites. So guess what they're going to be doing? Rolling up, looking for the men of the Lord, the prophets out on the highways and byways. And guess what? They're not going to find them. Because why? There's not going to be no need to go out no more, because that prophecy is going to be already playing of the famine of the word. As soon as the internet go down, that's pretty much going to be a wrap with men going out. We're not going to be going out like that no more. That's going to be over with. That task, that job, the Lord is going to make. Matter of fact, that's that scripture that talks about our tongue cleaving to the roof of our mouth. That's going to be over with, man. So you have to get it while you can. Ezekiel 3:26, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So the Lord, you know, it's not like he's going to just make you, nigga, you can't talk no more. You know, he done that with John the Baptist, you know what I'm saying, with, you know, John the Baptist's father of Salakia, Zechariah, you know, when he didn't believe right off, he couldn't talk, and then, you know, he wrote down the name of John the Baptist, you know, when he was born, and they was having a little celebration, then all of a sudden he could talk again. And it was like, you know, it was such a miracle. You know, it's not going to necessarily be like that. It's just going to be to the point where, okay, it's time to stop talking to these people. I've given them my warning. I've pushed out my warning to them. You've done your job. And we're praying, you know, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, that we get that, well done, my faithful servant. You've done your job. You spoke all the way through all the winters, through all the snow, sleet, the rain, the thunderstorms. Every time we was able to get out there, we've been doing videos, lessons. We've been going nonstop. Only reason why we want to really have a job is to keep some money in our pocket so we can keep some internet, keep the phone bill paid so we can actually do these lessons and continue on doing it. You know, the Lord, he's going to see that, man. He's going to reward the brothers for that, man. You know, don't think that the Lord is not, if you've been sincere, he's not going to he's not going to unsee that. And then he set up the men anyway to do it anyway. He already knows who, you know, who's who and who's doing what. So, I mean, it is what it is. So when this thing blow, it's just going to be what it is, man. We're not tripping on, I ain't tripping on no damn TikTok or no Facebook or no damn, none of these social media. I pray all that shit go down tonight. Because if it go down tonight, we are really just that much closer to what's about to pop up, man. But see, Esau gonna be in control of that shit. And he, you know, I think he's probably he's gonna keep up. So he's not gonna totally dismantle it, because he's gonna have to have some networks to say, hey, well, this is where that MOTB is coming in at. We're gonna need you to come down here. We're gonna need you to you know, check up, bring those kids. We got a new currency. The world is moving and changing differently. You know, we're up from the blackout, or we're up from that digital blackout, or whatever the case may be, and now we're running a new way, and this is the way we're running it. If you want to be a part of it, we're gonna have to chip you, and that's pretty much what's about to pop off, so to speak. You know, that's me speaking as a man a little bit, but it's scriptural, man. This thing is about to go off. But anyway, I didn't want to keep it long, but hey, this shit it's pretty much overall a wrap.
Others say Congress needs a more comprehensive approach to all social media, not just TikTok.
We can't just single out one. I don't think we fully appreciate the impact this is going to have.
Now, because...
So they're pretty much going after everything. And what you can also see is, let me get this real quick, Matthew 12:25. I'll end out there, Yahweh Ratazah. And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or a house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's what you're seeing, a great division. Because there's a lot of people that's out here, they don't want that shit to stop. Look, if you were to get a vote from the people, see, they're talking about, Congress, and they're those couple of hundred people that's voted on it where we should ban it. But if you get the actual data and you get a vote, if people were to vote on it by the millions of Americans, they're gonna be like, man, stop it. Fuck out of here. Cut that shit out, man. We need TikTok. We want TikTok. I do business on TikTok. I love TikTok. And they know it. And that's even, amongst a lot of Republicans. I don't give a shit if it's Republicans, Democrats, left, right, independent. Those people love TikTok. You're going to get a few of them that's, maybe 2-3%. But overall, they're going to be like, nah, man, I fucking love TikTok. I do TikTok fucking videos every day. That's my main source of income. I got more followers on TikTok than any other social media network that I had. This is look it up. If you go on TikTok right now, they got actual videos with people on there like fight for TikTok. Fight for TikTok. Fight, Go on there if you got the TikTok app. Go on there. You scroll through there, you're going to see a lot of videos of this same subject that's being brought up. And people are on there. They giving zip codes out for you to send information to your local congressman that you voted in to vote against them banning this shit. And these people don't want that stuff to stop. They don't want it to stop. It's a couple of so-called white men that don't want you to know about their atrocities pretty much overall. Them the ones that's really fighting the hardest for this shit to be shut down. Even somebody like Joe Biden. Joe Biden, hey, he claims to love you Negroes, but he'll shut that shit down because it makes him look bad, because he's one of those so-called white men that you can get some information where he's a goddamn racist. He never liked you. And you can go on TikTok and you can get the information to show you straight up of interviews and meetings and things that he said live on national news that they try and shove under the rug. They don't want this stuff to come out. See, people can go in there, pull up all that old footage of these clowns saying the shit that they were saying before, post that shit within 30 seconds, and that shit can hit them over the head in a viral video. And they're like, oh, no, we don't need it. No, we got to shut this shit. We got to cut this shit off. And that's a collective. This is one place where most of your Democrats and Republicans, they agree. And we got to shut that shit down because it makes both of us look bad. Just us as white people, we're looking bad. And see, I'm just going to end out there, man. You get the point, though. And it's not going to stop. But I really do think that they're going to, unless these people get out here and it's got something to do with their vote. Because now Trump, he even, kind of leaning towards Facebook. He like, he's trying to, because he understands that, the people, they want TikTok. And he's kind of clashing with Facebook because, they kind of gave him somewhat of a bad rap in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So if it's got anything to do with the vote, that might work. But they ain't going to do nothing but go up in there and appease the people for what they, they use the people's data. We see what they're chanting for. We see what they want. We're going to put that on our platform and say, hey, we're going to get that for you when we're voted in. And then after they get voted in, they don't live up to what they said they was going to live up to. But only way that that's going to stop is going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be on the tip of the voters is suppressed, or it's going to be effective as far as somebody being voted in. That's the only way that that's really going to work as far as TikTok. Other than that, I can't see it lasting. They've been talking about it for too long, and I really just can't see it lasting. I think it's going to probably be one of the very first ones to go out, and it might be the precedent for all of them to go out. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Shalom.